guys, it's Tiff back again here for another mini mixed media Monday. Today I wanted to use some black gesso. If you haven't tried it, it's pretty cool. You could also, if you don't have black gesso, you could also use like just acrylic black paint. And remember, this is the bag that was in the junk journal that I made, which you can also go check out that video as well. And now I have the backs of those staples that we used on the last video to contend with. Jury's still out as to how I want to do that. And I had a friend request and say, Tiffany, get as creative as you possibly can. Don't just cover up the staple backs. So, well, I woke up this morning kind of with an idea, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm going in, and you want to just make sure that the black gesso is really good and dry before you go to the next layers. And I took this piece of paper. This is just a piece of paper that I scribbled a bunch of black script on. I think I probably have a video for that. I can't really remember. I know I did a Facebook Live. This is just some aqua craft paint and Deco Arts fluid media paint, which I really, really like a lot. That was the green gold there that I squirted over to the side. And then of course inks, which I don't end up using that, but you know, that's how I roll. So I'm going in, and because these are complementary colors, I don't have to really be careful with, you know, making sure that I'm not blending them too much. So I can just go down with those, and they won't make mud. They'll just make a new interesting color. So I'm just kind of playing here, and of course digging in there with my skewer. And I had this piece of like material that was laying there, so I kind of played with that. No, scrap, nope, not gonna do that. What to do? Let's see. So now I'm going to grab, I know, can you believe that palette knife looks so pristine and brand new? Holy moly. That never happens, right? So I just got some new palette knives. That's the only reason it looks like that. It won't last long. And I'm going in with some neon pink because why? God, it's the best color in the whole entire world, of course. And I'm just gonna grab, I'm just making some messy marks. Y'all, I make my own self laugh sometimes. And I'm just gonna dry that off and dry it pretty good. It still ended up getting on my hand. But now I'm thinking the back of those staples, what am I gonna do? So before I got on video, I had thought about doing sliding the needle through the back of the staple thing. I don't know what you call that. You know, the little hook thing that the staple makes on the back. I know you're probably laughing because that's a weird description, but I'm going to use that as like a texture opportunity for me just to make some, and I'm using sewing thread with this opposed to the DMC floss that I've used before, because I wanted it to kind of be like a finer thread. And I'm getting all off camera because that was kind of hard to film this and do the stitching at the same time. But I'm going to go in, and I'm just really, of course, not making a pattern, but just making random stitches. And flipping them around and making more random stitches, because randomness is my MO when anything else. I always love random. And so I'm just going to go in those little spots, and I love the way that this did add texture, and I was kind of glad that I came up with this idea because I was really wondering what in the world was I going to do. But that's part of the fun of working in your art journal, is the fact that you don't really have to have a plan, and if it comes out great, well, awesome. And if it doesn't come out great, well, did you learn something? And of course, I got the little thread out, and so I had to rethread it, but that's okay. And here, I guess the only trick to this was the fact that you have to find a needle that's thin enough to go through the staple hooks in the back, and then just randomly add some bits and bobs when it comes to the staples, and have a good time and don't stress out about it because it's just random marks that we're making with thread. Yay, and we're going to finish that one off, and I'm going to call it quits, and I like it, and it's fun, and it's funky, and I think that I will actually intentionally use the back of the staples to kind of figure out what are some other kind of cool things that I can come up with the thread, because I do like that. And then I went in with the excuse me, with the white China marker and just made some random marks and messy scribble marks and stuff, because that's how I roll. And I felt like we got a little green. It got a little green for me, so I wanted to go in with that aqua color again and just kind of bring that pop of color back to the surface instead of below in the background. So I looked just to make sure that I didn't, and I will say, because this was a bag, there was multiple layers, so I did not go through because I was using the staples in the back. So I think the bag kind of helped because it was multiple layers. And then I felt like it still needed something, so I'm going in with a cosmetic sponge, fancy. And I'm going in with this, I believe this is a, what kind of stencil is this? Crafter's Workshop maybe? I'm not real sure. And I'm going in with some white because I think it needs some contrast to it, and I like contrast, so why not? And then because things are nicer in threes, I'm going to go in that very little corner and just use a little small spot with the white paint. And just like that, presto, we have a nice page. But I still wanted to put some type of textural layer to it because I love using materials and things. And I grabbed my Tim Holtz little packet of words because those are easy when you need something to just put down on the page. And I grabbed this piece of, I don't know if this is muslin or it's a tea bag, or I don't, it's not a tea bag, I mean a tea cloth. What do you call that? Anyway, so I'm going to go over and I stitched it, and voila, bada bing, bada boom, we have a brand new Mini Mixed Media Monday. And my sewing machine got a little cattywampus on the back, but that's okay. So thanks guys for watching. I hope you will follow me on my other social media sites such as Instagram, and I have a Facebook page these days. So I look forward to seeing the comments that you leave behind, and don't forget, let me know. Oh, I forgot. I used Gilder's paste here to just bring a little bit of the teal to the top. So I hope that you'll join me again for another Mini Mixed Media Monday. And until then, have a great week. Toodaloo. Hey, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button.